Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
2nd and 1. He finds his man complete. It's Peters. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Peters.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. And he lost the football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Peters. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Barrett. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. In motion comes the tight end left.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he finds Escobar, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, it's Peters.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs?
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Throwing to start the drive, Jennings. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now here's a throw out wide. Oh, this might be a double pass. And that'll be incomplete. Dipping into the bag of tricks there, but it does not work out, and it's 4th down now. Washington going to send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But he's not going to be able to get rid of it. He's going to be tackled behind the line. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Back to throw now on first down. Escobar with it over the middle. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Hodges. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Barrett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
On the set. Go!
Now they'll run on the draw. Shedding the tackle. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 3rd and 9 here.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Jennings. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go, set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Let's go now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jennings. And that is incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the longer way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort from minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll try a little trickery here on the end run. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Let's go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Commanders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And Escobar has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peters. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Washington on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he hits his tight end, Escobar. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And now they'll shift things around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Commanders 27.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
The end result, 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Commanders are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Peters.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Washington, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week to